Welcome to my YouTube channel, where we dive deep into the metaphysical world. Just like you, I also express a deep love for knowledge and spiritual expansion. Journey with me and let us explore this wonderful world we have incarnated into. I am a practicing astrologer, so please visit my website, thealchemyofknowledge.com. and book a consultation with me to explore your complete metaphysical anatomy and any other general questions you might have about all things metaphysical. For now, please enjoy the video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Ardra Nakshatra. Again, let us now go deep into the sky and look at the astronomy and the celestial place this nakshatra occupies. This nakshatra is found within the zodiac sign of Gemini. Remember, these are sidereal placements I am talking about and not the tropical placements. This nakshatra is found in the constellation of Orion, and it is represented by the bright red star, the Alpha Orionis, and also famously known as Betelgeuse. A very important star according to the ancients, a fated star which is so closely connected to our planet Earth. Ardra translates into green, fresh, moist. If we look into the word moist in particular, we can start to form associations with the things that become moist or wet. So vapor, the coming of thunderstorm rain, as well as tears and the sweat glands. Immediately it is obvious to see how freshness comes after the storm or major upheavals. After the sensitive Mrigashira, Ardra reminds us of the fierce side of life, especially where tears and sweat are involved. The teardrop as well as the diamond are both symbols of this nakshatra, both symbolizing hardship and pressure. This nakshatra is all about sorrow and the pain that is needed to overcome challenge, the work needed to heal and to be cleansed and to be born anew. Stormy events is what Ardra is all about. The motto here is, what does not break you only makes you stronger. Storms do not last forever. They are extreme, but best believe that there is always a silver lining at the end of every tunnel. The diamond needs pressure to qualify as a diamond, so diligence and hardship seem to be the powers of this nakshatra. The breaking up of a relationship or a job can feel quite devastating, although this sometimes is necessary for the birth of a new dawn. Ardra Nakshatra is at the heart of the turmoil. The other symbol of this nakshatra is the head of a man, and if we look at the diamond and its many parts, this is reflective of the many layers of the mind and intellect. So this nakshatra becomes very, very cerebral, providing a brilliant and sharp mind. Definitely towards technical fields. The diamond is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, known substance on Earth. So this again highlights the strength which potentially lies in this nakshatra. The presiding deity of this nakshatra is Rudra. Translations of Rudra are the terrible, the transformer, the ruddy red, the howler. The ruddy red here comes from the fact that astronomers refer to the primary star of this nakshatra, Betelgeuse, as the red giant. Rudra represents to us the destructive aspect of Shiva. Rudra is also known as the storm god and is also related to chaos, disorder, confusion, anarchy, and havoc. Wisdom comes from knowing that sometimes people do not change unless they are forced to. And this is the mighty job of Rudra. So the storms which we are faced with in life can be strongly connected to this nakshatra, as the change is the essence of Ardra Nakshatra. The constellation of Orion is also known as the Hunter. So there is a connection with Rudra. The Orion constellation was known by the ancient seers as a gateway from where souls come to earth to have an earthly existence. So even evolutionary changes, revolutionary changes which happen on a global scale are connected to this nakshatra and this constellation. Despite their violence and destructive nature, this always triggers a new growth and a new path. Ardra symbolizes the energies of the third house quite strongly, especially with the warrior Mars being the karaka or significator of this house. So the youthful energy of experimenting, the toddler stages of anger and joy both coexisting is so evident in this nakshatra. So there is a constant transformation and trials this nakshatra has to undergo. If disciplined, they become pure gems. If not, it can lead to so much destruction and confusion. This thus also becomes the place where intellect is born, as well as mentation. In Mrigashira, we were searching and wondering. Now in Ardra, it is all about going deep into the cause and the nature of things. Mrigashira is very happy to enjoy the rose flower, although Ardra wants to understand where this species actually comes from. So scientific discovery is also seen here. Removing the beauty and the romance and looking at the world like a cold scientist without the poetry. Many skilled astrologers associate this nakshatra with ugliness. This is probably the reason why, as Ardra is often blunt and harsh in speech also. This nakshatra is all about making major efforts. So the English words arduous and ardent are connected here. People who have this nakshatra strong are known to be able to stand for themselves as well as to stand up and fight on behalf of others. So there is an empathetic quality here. The main quality of this nakshatra is all about the piercing quality and confrontations of all kind. A hardcore materialism and the sciences are seen here also, often neglecting the spiritual view of the world. As Rahu is the planet ruling this nakshatra, so meaningless pursuits often happen in Ardra, looking for facts but without looking at the bigger picture of life. The true power of this nakshatra is of course the clearing of karma, clearing of energy and removing slumber, which is a great quality as many people are followers of the herd and the collective. This nakshatra is very much happy to go at it all alone, even to the point of being an outcast, but Ardra will never give up its convictions. This nakshatra belongs to the butcher caste, putting an end to anything which is no longer needed, and doing so harshly is what Ardra is all about. The Ayurvedic connection would be related to the eyes, the back and front of the head. Clearly this becomes all about perceiving and analyzing. This becomes a female nakshatra despite Rudra being known as a male figure. This is the dark side of the feminine energy with all its ups and downs and the ability to bring the new energy into the world. The four padas of Ardra are as follows. The first pada is from 6 degrees 40 minutes to 10 degrees of Gemini and falls in the Sagittarius Navamsha. It's ruled by Jupiter, making this pada one of the scholarly ones and very, very curious about the things of this world. The second pada is from 10 degrees to 13 degrees 20 minutes of Gemini, and this falls in the Capricorn Navamsha, ruled by Saturn. The hectic energy of this nakshatra is highly concentrated in this pada. The third pada is from 13 degrees 20 minutes to 16 degrees 40 minutes of Gemini, falling in the Aquarius Navamsha, also ruled by Saturn. The co-ruler also becomes Rahu, of course. Here, high mental activity is active and a strong connection to electricity. Moon in this pada can create an incredibly surgical mind. The fourth and final pada falls in the Pisces Navamsha from 16 degrees 40 minutes to 20 degrees of Gemini, ruled by Jupiter once again, the most balanced pada. Here, Rudra shows the empathy and the fighting ability, especially standing up for the rights and powers of others. If the second lord, the sixth lord, the 10th lord, as well as the Amadya Karaka is known as the planet with the second highest degree in the Gemini system. If any of these planets fall in this nakshatra, the profession can be seen from this nakshatra. So electrical engineers and electricians, people who work with computers and IT, software development, sound engineers, electronic musicians and DJs, weapon makers of all kinds, the gaming industry, special effects in film, physicists, mathematicians and researchers, philosophers, critical thinkers, strategists, chess players, morticians, chemists, nuclear power plants, surgeons, psychoanalysts, neurologists, investigators and forensics, radiologists, drug dealers, snipers, hitmen, and chemotherapists are some of the professions we can see. The guna is an element connected to the energy and the quality of things. This nakshatra belongs to the tamasic energy. Tamas is an energy which is related to Rudra and the rulership of Rahu. The Gana type of this nakshatra is connected to the human type. This nakshatra seems to be very much involved with human life. Rahu is also a graha known to be very happy in the material world. The Gemini sign is ruled by Mercury, so when Rahu meets Mercury, one should be very, very disciplined with this nakshatra strong. Becoming the first nakshatra we see ruled by Rahu, so being cunning and manipulative can be expressed in this nakshatra. The storms in life come and go. Although we should not try to run away from any storm and confrontation, but face it and awaken the warrior within. Yes, there will be blood, sweat and tears, but the greatness which awaits you is the gift of hardship. Please subscribe to the channel, comment, like and share. I'd be most grateful.